50 kilometers. Here we are at the start, and Claudia is doing a stellar job pacing me.
Yeah, 7-minute pace.
There we go. I gotta stick to it all the way to Henley. Lost Gates. Claudia's now gone, so it's up to me to hold this pace. It's about slightly faster than a 7-minute per kilometre pace right now, so I should probably bring that down. It's about 6 minutes 30 something. So yeah, I've got to try and keep it slow until Marlow, and then see how I feel for the rest of the way until Henley. You'll also see I've got this, I bought this ladder thing, 2 litres, and it is weighing me down already, only a kilometre in. So another reason to go very slow this time. I've got 2 litres of water carrying on my back. Not as fun, but another lesson from last time. Drink more, eat more, especially now it's 50k. Look at this gloomy day. I need to train in the heat in case there's a heat wave in a year's time when I actually run this thing properly. So this is no good. That brings me on to my next point. I've officially entered the race. 100k next September is a go. So I can't back down now. And today is only halfway there. So a year left to train for the second 50k. Let's do this. Pacing update as we come out of Slough and Eton at about 6:45, so slightly faster than planned, but still slower than last time. So hopefully if I stay with this, I'll still have energy when I get to Marlow to then get to Henley. I can do it. I hope you believe in me too. Coming up to Maidenhead now, which means I'm about halfway. I'm only just under 7 minutes per kilometre, so the pacing is actually settled down now. And at this point last time, I think I was already in the trenches, pretty much. I don't feel anywhere near as bad this time, so the pacing is working well. Had a banana, I've drank quite a lot. So all these things are, at the moment, working. We'll see how I feel in 20 kilometres, because there's still that much left, and a bit more. But so far, better than last time. And I'll try and show you some of Maidenhead this time, because it's quite beautiful. But before, 3 weeks ago, I was gone already. sorry. I didn't show much of Maidenhead in the end. It's not the best place to film, always on roads. You can Google it. Should we do a quick ray of sunshine Guangdonghua lesson? I think so. Last time we covered how to say nice to meet you. And to be honest, I haven't done my revision pre this lesson, so I won't do much more again here. But let's go with, hypothetically, what would you say to someone after you say nice to meet you? Well, you could say 唔好意思，你識唔識講英文? Excuse me, do you speak English? Quite useful, because if you're anything like me, you don't speak Cantonese very well. However, if you want to bamboozle them afterwards, you could say 我識講廣東話. I speak Cantonese. They won't believe you, but you can try and pull it off. More accurately, you could say 我識講少少廣東話. I speak a little bit of Cantonese, and then you're not a liar. So there you go. That is Ray of Sunshine Cantonese lesson number 3. Claudia, when you see this, oile. Coming up to 30 kilometres. And this is Cookham. Very nice area. I promised in my first video, that in my 50k video, I would explain why I'm doing this properly. Why am I putting myself through all of this? What's it for? And hopefully by doing it trying to explain it 34 kilometers into a run, it'll make it a little bit easier. So yeah, well, I'll probably help by starting by saying that I'll be raising money for Mind when I run the race. There should hopefully be a fundraising link ready, and in the description of this video. If not, it will be there soon, or in a future video. But yeah, obviously, you can probably guess where I'm going with it, but back in 2021, end of 2021, almost 4 years ago now, I was diagnosed with depression. And at the time I'd been living with it for over 10 years, undiagnosed. Sorry for cutting out, but other people on the path and I don't want to talk about this with people walking past me. But yeah, so I was diagnosed in 2021 and I'd lived with it undiagnosed for over 10 years. And then, you know, over the last 4 years, had different treatments and therapies. Some worked, some didn't. And then eventually, towards the end of 2023, I got put on a new medication. And that really sorted me out. I'm no longer on it. I came off it earlier this year. But it's really made me feel Like, my life is basically depression free now, which is quite amazing. But feeling that way makes me realise just how held back I was for the last, 15 nearly or so years before I got effective treatment. Because, it's like, when you live with this stuff, I just had a voice in my head for over a decade that was telling me to kill myself, basically. And I had very little respite for all that time. And, what eventually led me to get treatment was because in 2021 I remember thinking to myself, I don't think I'll be alive in 6 months. That's honestly how I felt. I just couldn't take it anymore. To be honest, I thought there was only going to be one way out. And what got me through that time really was I had a really good therapist called Kate towards the end of 2021. And then I got to know Claudia at the beginning of 2022. I've told her this many times, but she saved my life. She gave me a reason to carry on trying until eventually something did work, and I got a treatment which completely got rid of the way I used to feel, and now I feel like I live a normal life for the first time in my whole life, really. And I owe that to her, basically. And now, given the way my life is, when I compare it to how it was before, when I first tried to get help or when I was undiagnosed, I realised just how held back I was by it all. And I kind of feel like by doing something that I previously thought I was not capable of, i.e. running more than 10 kilometres, which was probably my conceptual limit before, I feel like I'm proving something. And in a way I feel like I'm saying we're doing 100k. Fuck you to my depression. Fuck you to anyone who stigmatises it, really. I'm basically just trying to prove a point, really, to myself, hopefully to others as well. To myself, I'm capable of anything I put my mind to, and the past doesn't define me, my depression doesn't define me. I can do anything that previously I thought was just impossible. And to anyone else, hopefully, it can help them to get help and speak about it, whatever they're going through. And then hopefully my fundraiser can have an impact as well. So if you feel able to, please do give. But if you can't, then no worries. Enjoy the journey. But yeah, that's pretty much why I'm doing this. Gotta prove a point. So a bit of a disaster. The bridge on the Thames Path that I needed to cross to go to Henley is closed. Unsafe structure, it said. So I'm having to go back on myself, cross Marlow Bridge, and then there's another way to get there from that side. But yeah, I'm going back myself, which sucks. So I don't know if I'll get to Henley or not. It might be that I've already reached 50k, so I just walk the rest of the way to Henley. We'll see how it goes. God damn. So I'm at like 43k now. I'm nearly where I should be on the other side, but I've barely left Marlow because of coming back on myself. So yeah, it won't be long until I hit 50k and then I stop, and then I have to walk the rest of the way to Henley. So that'll be fun. This just gets worse. Got lost, went down the wrong way. Some guy helped me out. Thank you to him. But yeah, this diversion has really slowed me down. Demoralised me massively. And it's really starting to hurt now. Oh God. But I forgot to mention in the last clip, when I said 43k, means it's my first marathon and my first ultra marathon officially now. Yeah, just got 6k left. Can't end soon enough. Poor Claudia. She's meeting me at Henley. We'll see. Maybe have to get an Uber. I'm officially back on the other side of where I was before the diversion. Now like 45k. That was terrible. I'm not sure if I'll walk to Henley or if I'll just walk back to Marlow. See which is closest when I'm done. Okay, heading back to Marlow. Makes no sense to carry on and just stop somewhere where I can't refill water. So, and the pain is getting crazy. So slow now. And the diversion really screwed this up for me. It was going quite well until then, but now I'm way off the pace. Just mentally threw me off. I don't know if I'll be under 6 hours at this point, but it doesn't matter. I just gotta reach 50k and then be done with this. Can't carry on. Didn't work out again. We'll get a good one next time. Third time lucky after 2 bad ones. But I'm not giving up. And you know why I'm doing this now, so can't give up. Never. Pace has completely dropped off. Last 2 kilometers now. I feel like I'm basically just walking. Can't do anything else. Just moving as fast as I can. It's still barely above walking pace. Jeez. I don't care what time I finish this in now. As long as I get 50k, I'm groovy. I really am.
Sprinting to the finish line. He's crossing Marlow Bridge again. Yay!
Claudia once again saved the day, and she even came back from Henley
Yeah,
to Marlow to catch me after I turned back.
I did. I got very lucky with the bus though because
Oh, here we go.
well, once I saw Chris was having a diversion, I thought it's not realistic to go to Henley because you'll be stuck in the middle of nowhere. So I
it's very wise.
immediately searched for a bus, and it turns out there was a bus leaving in 2 minutes or something like that from Henley back to Marlow. So that's when I got on the bus and I tried to call you, didn't I?
Yeah, and I cancelled the call.
You ignored my call.
And I just sent a voice note saying, I'm going back to Marlow.
Yeah.
So, great minds think alike.
Great minds think alike.
The lesson.
Exactly.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say, no, I just said, great minds think alike.
Okay, great. The lesson from today, don't trust Google Maps. Bad idea. And next time, I'll do 50k again, and I'll go to Henley. So there we go.
Next time.
October, Henley. Mission failed today, but we got the 50k in.
Yeah.
And the pacing was good until the diversion happened, and that threw me off. So next time we'll bring it back to a 7-minute pace the whole way, no matter what. Tune in.
See you next time.
So what should we say? Hatzigen.
Hatzigen.
There we go. Live from Marlow, over and out.